the Better by the Numbers podcast presented by Life Metrics at the third annual Roundtable of Longevity Clinics. I'm joined by Maxway.
Yes.
Maxway, what are you guys doing in the longevity space?
So I'm a researcher by background.
Okay.
I come from Australia. I work at Monash University, and my research is all centered around understanding how different organs age at different rates. We look a lot of omics data. So I'm a bioinformatician, and I gather a lot of different data that is public available. As we know, everybody is doing a lot of testing right now, but no one is really bringing it all together and combining. So this is what our lab is trying to do, and looking at different organs as well. So from epigenetics all the way to proteomics, metabolomics, transcriptomics, and integrating everything.
Okay, so you guys are I would say my next question was, what are you guys doing uniquely with lab testing? Is it that y'all are bringing it all together to the forefront?
Yeah, so we do have our own samples. So for example, our lab has gathered over 1,000 skeletal muscle samples, and we look at that specific tissue and with exercise as an intervention. But we also starting a new trial. Well, we're actually collecting over 600 samples from open heart surgeries and looking in the heart as well as the pectoralis muscle and the blood, and looking at this crosstalk between the tissues, because at the moment, usually people only look at one tissue at a time, and then you're trying to compare someone's liver with someone's brain, and there is a limitation to it, right? Because they're individual variability. But if you're collecting, more tissue from the same person in live tissue, that's when we're gonna start seeing, interesting patterns and things that we can really, look at personalized
As someone who doesn't know much about that, I guess the aging of organs, I would say, something just like the general conception would be that I understand as I age, my organs age with me, right?
Yes.
So, but if I'm getting sick, you're saying that it is very possible that some organs are aging quicker or faster than others.
Yeah, that's exactly what we see. So some organs, they do not age at the same rate. So, and also, if you go down even treatments, sometimes you're treating one organ at a time, as the same way that we've been treating one disease at a time. But what if we could combine everything and really see what is the common patterns or the common, pathways that are changing all of the organs, and then potentially we can look at treating those systemic changes rather than the ones that are specific to different organs.
Gotcha. So this sounds like something that should also be in traditional medicine. Is it not? Or are y'all also interjecting this type of science into that space as well?
Yeah, so this is still like, very basic science where we're trying to, make up the patterns, or like find the patterns, trying to really understand. And then there's all the validation, there's all, all the downstream steps before it can actually be integrated into medicine. But yes, the idea is that we hope to find something that is more systemic rather than, you have to have a panel for, I don't know, your heart, or a panel for your liver, or a panel for, what I mean?
It all
it's
works
just like
together. It kind of makes sense.
so
works together as one organ, so it makes sense that you would fix one while fixing the other, and hopefully stop the root cause of whatever the illness is.
So how can we find, something that is common across everything? So we really have a measure of aging, not necessarily aging in the liver or aging in the heart or aging in, you know what I mean? Like it's just a systemic aging.
So what are some I guess noteworthy or just interesting case studies that you've seen so far that connects all of this?
Yeah, so well, we just sent this paper for publication, but one of the genes that we've seen that it changes across every single tissue from the epigenome, like, so look at DNA methylation, in every single tissue, the PCDH gene family got hypermethylated, and we don't quite understand what it actually means, so this gene family is the role is into cell-to-cell communication and tissue cell adhesion. So it makes sense that, as we age, we start losing this communication, the cells stop talking, or, you have, this tissue sort of like degrading. So they're not, if the cells are not talking, the tissue doesn't work, right? It doesn't work as a tissue. So we are now going down into the validation steps to see, okay, what is actually happening, and if we can reduce methylation of these genes somehow, could it be that the cells stay healthier for longer? Could it be that the cells maintain their properties for longer? So it was just, very surprising that we found that in every single tissue from different people all show the same trajectory. So that's something exciting.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of here when I talk to other people in longevity. One of the major things is to see if we can reverse the effects of aging. So I guess your research is showing that this is very possible. Not only obviously people want to do it with their skin, but you're saying it's also possible within our organs.
Yeah.
That's
absolutely.
Yeah, that's amazing. What here at Roundtable are you learning, or one of the major takeaways that can help you forward with how you want to move forward with your testing and what you're doing with
so I think like what has been really interesting is to get a feel for the different biomarkers that have been used, because we constantly see advancement on technology, but translating those to actual meaning for patients is one thing, and then new clinics that are coming, and I absolutely love, it's been coming more and more and more, this effect of the psychology and the mindset. And we actually starting a study with Tina, who is also one of the organizers here, is on measuring joy and measuring well-being.
I spoke with Tina. Yeah, that was amazing.
So we're running the study, and that really excites me, because yes, there is all of the pills and all of the things that you can measure, but if you're not happy, you don't want to live for longer.
You're not really keen on longevity,
right? So how can we actually make people be human, and be happy and enjoy life? So I think it starts there, and I think I'm really excited that this has been finally becoming a
little more mainstream. Is it also happening that way in Australia?
Yeah, well, Australia, I'm not sure. I think there is a little bit of research that is starting over there, but it's still not quite there. I think they're still quite conservative, and
are they having are they having conventions like this?
Oh yeah, well, we're trying to bring this, so we're having chats about bringing this conference to Australia, also the Longevity Global Network, which is going to be happening tomorrow and the day after. So we're also bringing that over there, and really just bringing the South Asia and Australia. We're so close to Singapore, and there's amazing research happening in there. You probably heard there's many speakers in here, so how can we just bring a little bit to that side of the world? Yes,
get together and start working cohesively for the same
absolutely
goal. What are you excited about for the next couple of years?
What am I excited about for the next couple of years? I think one, going back to the human connection, just actually seeing people living
and
happier
about this
happier, longer lives. I'm very excited for all of the trials that are happening right now. So we hear about trials that people are able to dissolve plaque in arteries, and that's actually a trial that is happening in Australia, second phase trial, where they completely dissolves plaque from all the arteries. It dissolves lipids that are oxidated, so it also has a potential for that to be beneficial for Alzheimer's and other diseases that actually have oxidation involved. So that's really cool. There is also other trials or cell therapies, and they're looking at reconstructing nerves behind the eye, and just making people blind see again because of glaucoma. So it's just all of this is really, really exciting, and I think in a few years we're gonna have a lot of out there.
Nice. So you believe longevity is the future?
Oh yeah.
Gotcha.
As it implies, yes.
Yeah, thanks so much. Where can we find you?
So I'm on LinkedIn.
Okay.
So there is only me there with the same name, so so Monash University has my profile as well.
Gotcha.
So
Nice. Well, can't wait to hear more about what you're doing. Thank
All
you
right,
so
no,
much. I
thank you.
appreciate you for joining us. That's
Thanks.
it for the Better by the Numbers podcast presented by Life Metrics. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you.
Thank
you
you.
so much for talking.
Oh, that's